At a small roadside shop, the owner was seated on a chair, focused on his mobile phone. Just outside, a motorized loader rickshaw had been parked. Suddenly, the vehicle began rolling backward on its own. With no one at the controls, it moved directly toward the shop. The shop owner, unaware of the situation, remained seated as the vehicle made contact with him. What began as an ordinary day quickly showed how unattended machinery can become a hazard. This incident highlights the importance of always securing vehicles when they are parked, especially on uneven ground. Outside a shop, a security camera captured a scene involving a large truck. As the truck was turning, a worker who had been riding on it suddenly lost balance and fell to the ground. Because of the truck's movement, the situation immediately became dangerous, with the worker positioned close to the path of its tires. What began as a routine turn quickly revealed how risky it can be to ride or stand near heavy vehicles. This incident emphasizes the importance of following safe riding and positioning practices around trucks. Workers should never ride on the outside of vehicles unless proper seating and safety measures are provided. Drivers, meanwhile, must ensure no one is in unsafe positions before moving. At a fuel pump, a worker was on the ground cleaning the floor near the service area. Everything seemed normal as cars came and went. After fueling up, one vehicle began to move forward. The driver, focused on exiting, did not notice the worker sitting low to the ground. In an instant, the car made contact with the cleaner. Nearby staff quickly rushed to assist, but the situation had already shown how easily a routine task can turn hazardous. This incident highlights the importance of clear communication and visibility at fuel stations. Workers should avoid sitting or working directly in active vehicle lanes, and high-visibility clothing can help drivers spot them more easily. For drivers, it's critical to check surroundings carefully before moving after fueling. With awareness on both sides, fuel stations can remain safe for workers and customers alike. On a road near a shop, a truck was parked along the side. The driver remained inside while a man stood close by, talking with him through the window. For those passing by, it seemed like nothing unusual, just two people having a normal roadside conversation. But what neither realized was the risk of standing so close to active traffic. Once the conversation ended, the man stepped back from the truck to return to the roadside. At that very moment, a motorcycle approached at high speed from behind. With little time to react, the motorcycle made contact with the man as he moved backward into its path. What started as a simple, everyday exchange turned into a sudden and dangerous situation. This incident underscores the importance of choosing safe locations for conversations, especially near active roads. Parking on the roadside should always be done with hazard lights on, and conversations with drivers are safer away from moving traffic. Pedestrians should remain alert and avoid stepping backward without checking surroundings. For motorcyclists, controlling speed in busy or narrow areas is equally important. By combining awareness from drivers, riders, and pedestrians, many roadside incidents like this can be avoided. Two electrical workers were setting up a metal ladder next to a utility pole in order to climb and fix a reported issue. Everything appeared normal as they worked together, positioning the ladder and preparing to carry out their task. But in an instant, the ladder shifted slightly and came into contact with live overhead wires. The sudden electrical discharge reminded everyone on site of how unforgiving electricity can be when safety margins are overlooked. This incident highlights the importance of using insulated ladders when working near energized lines, maintaining a safe clearance from all overhead wires, and ensuring that equipment is secured before climbing. Along a crowded roadside, pedestrians moved about their day, unaware of what was happening overhead. An air conditioning unit, mounted on the exterior of a nearby building, suddenly became loose. In an instant, the heavy equipment detached and fell toward the street below. Among those in the area was a 22-year-old woman who was directly in its path. What appeared to be an ordinary walk quickly turned into a reminder of how unpredictable urban environments can be. This incident shows why regular inspection and secure installation of building equipment is so important. On a busy roadside, a man was standing near a wall while a van approached to park in the same area. The driver, while maneuvering, suddenly accelerated instead of slowing down. The van moved forward quickly and made unexpected contact with the man who had no time to react. What seemed like an ordinary parking attempt instantly became a reminder of how unpredictable vehicles can be in tight spaces. This incident highlights why drivers must always control their speed and stay fully alert while parking. Approaching slowly, checking mirrors, and using a spotter in crowded areas can prevent accidents. For pedestrians, avoiding standing directly in parking zones or close to walls adds an extra layer of safety. With careful attention from both drivers and bystanders, routine parking can stay safe for everyone. Inside a busy shopping mall, an escalator was carrying a large number of people at once. The heavy load exceeded what the system could comfortably handle. At first, the escalator began slowing down, and everything seemed under control. But moments later, it suddenly slipped backward, causing the crowd of passengers to move in the opposite direction. What started as a routine ride quickly turned into a tense situation for those on board. This incident highlights the importance of maintaining escalators regularly and respecting maximum capacity limits. Mall staff should monitor crowd levels, while passengers should avoid overcrowding escalators and hold on to handrails at all times. With proper maintenance, supervision, and safe usage, these systems can continue serving the public without unnecessary risks. At a loading area, 2 workers were unloading a long, heavy metal pipe from the back of a truck. The pipe was being slid carefully toward the ground when, unexpectedly, the worker standing on the truck came into contact with the shifting pipe. Unable to maintain balance, he fell from the truck alongside the pipe. What looked like a routine process suddenly turned into a hazardous situation. This incident highlights the need for proper unloading techniques and safety precautions when handling heavy materials. Using lifting equipment such as cranes or forklifts, securing pipes with straps or chains, and ensuring workers maintain safe positioning can greatly reduce the risk of falls and contact injuries. Inside a busy textile factory, a worker was operating a roller machine, which is used to roll threads for further processing. He had performed this task countless times, and everything appeared normal as he guided the threads through the machine. While focusing on the work, his hand inadvertently moved too close to the moving rollers. Suddenly, one section of the machine spun unexpectedly. Co-workers quickly rushed to help and stop the equipment, but the situation already demonstrated how close contact with moving machinery can become risky, even during routine operations. But the incident served as a tense reminder of the machine's power. This scenario emphasizes the importance of strict safety protocols around moving machinery. Workers should keep hands and loose clothing away from rollers and always use safety guards or push tools when guiding threads. Regular training, proper maintenance, and constant vigilance are essential to prevent accidents in textile operations. Even experienced workers must respect the power of industrial equipment to ensure a safe workplace.